Hello, welcome back. And this is Si Wing Yi from the Evolution Network. And today I'm going to go over the Cape Coral, Florida, Southwest Florida, this month's listings. All right. And this is very exciting as usual. So let me share my screen. And I took the liberty of producing two listings we have available from our network realtor, Justin Zawatny. A number of you have, of our network members have worked with him over the past few years, uh, and he's been amazing network turnkey provider for our members. So he's been doing a great job. So Justin is doing a great job. So he was able to secure a off-market listings from a uh, good builder, from a high-quality builder here in Cape Coral and Fort Myers County, and we can go over the two properties. And I took the liberty of going over this pro forma. And so let's do a deep dive. The first listing that we have for this week, and these properties are, they will go fast, believe it or not, because Cape Coral, Southwest Florida has been growing very fast in spite of the typical challenges that we've been facing in the housing market in the past year. Cape Coral still is a robust market. And so this builder have released some great incentives. They have, I'm not gonna go over the incentives too much, except that they're able to, if you use their lender, some of the incentives they give you, I think $15,000 incentive, you can apply those incentives from the builder to pay down, to buy down the rate. So the rate that I'm using, 30-year fixed rate mortgage, if you use their lender, uh, is a is at 5.75%. So this is a projection I'm using. So great deals, builder incentives. It may not happen for much longer, especially when the housing market picks up here, and the builder will be unwilling to give you any more incentives beyond moving forward the first quarter of 2023. So anyway, so this property here, the first property I'm gonna go over two. Now, this property are in the various stages of completion. Uh, the uh, the completion of these new builds are around anywhere from 1 to 4 months for the first and second quarters of this year that will be completed. You can open up escrow at that time, but for now, you can deposit your money to reserve a lot and pay, secure your contract price. Uh, there's no escalation clause, what have you. So very, very good deals. This is very, very desirable. And Justin, he know what area to pick, what real builders to work with. So he had a great relationship. He's a one-stop shop, turnkey approach with Justin Zawatny and his property management team. So let's get to it. There are several of these homes available. Like 10 to 15 of them. They can go fairly quickly. I'm not gonna say they're gonna go within a week, but these 10 to 15 listings are again, they're so desirable, and all the numbers really works out if you. I'm gonna show that to you. So let's do a deep dive. As you can see, the square footage is very nice, 1672. The builder is offering a slight discount. I have to assume that this new construction 349,990, and if you put 25% down payment, out of pocket around 87 grand. The builder may offer you some additional closing costs and reimbursement, perhaps. So your total out of pocket is around 92 grand at 25% down payment. And the rental market is extremely strong. There's a shortage of homes to rent. There's a shortage of homes to buy. Uh, uh, the job and population growth is still happening in this region. Southwest Florida is a very robust market, and you have a lot of high quality renters are willing to pay. In this case, I'll show you the validation of the rental market momentarily, but suffice to say, this is a very realistic number. $2,600 monthly projection rent. We're talking people making 80 grand to 100 grand will be much more willing to pay the rent to live in this house at least on 1 year annual lease. And these are high quality tenants. A lot of the tenants come from out of state. They are just migrating into the Southwest Florida area. They're not ready to buy yet, so they were ready to rent for a few years and search out the market and feel comfortable about it. So $2,600. This is a A-class neighborhood, A-class tenant. What more can you ask for? And very, very easy to rent. There are multiple inquiries for rental applications for this type of houses in a good neighborhood in the area. So so you consult with Justin, he'll tell you all the details about it. So anyway, $2,600 monthly rent based on a $349K purchase price on this new build single family home. You can't get anything better than that. So that's a very attractive situation. So $2,600 gross rent, and you look at the typical minus the monthly debt expenses, taxes, insurance, 8% property management fee paid to Justin's property management company, and then you have the net operating expenses. Then you pay 25% down payment at only 5.75% rate. That is amazing for investor, 30-year fixed rate mortgage. So right now we have less competition than usual by competitors, by your fellow investors. So you're making you're making some good deals, right? A lot of great incentive, as I've been telling you guys. And the you look at the benchmark cap rate, rent to value ratio is 0.7%, very, very good. Capitalization rate 6.2% cap rate. What more can you ask for? Very, very good numbers. And then your mortgage payment, like I said, is around $1,532 plus your other monthly debt service. Then deducted from your $2,600 monthly rent. And at the end of the day, at the end of the month, you're getting around a $270 monthly cash flow. Again, this is just a pro forma. This is just a projection. The actual figures, will be different once you close escrow and the renter moves in. So this is just a projection. So anyway, so all the numbers looks great. The returns are good. This is a first year return. Very, very, it really, it exceeds the benchmark. So these are high quality homes, very well built. It's not in a flood zone. It's not close to the coastal area, and all built to withstand any kind of hurricane category, whatever, 3 or 4. So very well built, and the insurance is not high, contrary to what some people believe, because these are more inland. This kind of houses in Cape Coral, so it's in inland. So to recap, it's very rare for builder to offer these high quality homes at this price as we speak right now, January 2023. So you lock in this, fairly low mortgage rate with the incentives they're giving you. The rental market is extremely strong. The migration will continue. People from the Northeast, New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut area, they are steadily moving down here in the Florida, Southwest Florida area. And then, of course, you have people from the Midwest migrating in to live and to work. A lot of millennials, a lot of retirees are coming to this region. So very, very long-term, robust growth. And of course, people from California are also migrating into this very, very nice area. Still cash flow, still affordable. The rent is very, very high, as you can see, which is rare to find a $349K single family new construction in a A-class neighborhood renting for this amount, $2,600, very, very high. So let me justify. I use the rent-o-meter quite often to look at the neighborhood rents. So this resource, this website, rent-o-meter, is a real time, is very, very conclusive. So this is a third-party verification of how strong the rental market is here in Cape Coral. So the 2-mile radius from the address of one of these houses, we found 128 listings within 2-mile radius. So It is very, very attractive. And then we look at the projected rent. So this property in question is around 1,700 square foot. So you look at within a 2 mile radius, already have more than 100 rentals projection. So a very positive outlook. So if you look at a home just was rented back in April, right, of last year, similar square footage. I don't even know. Let's assume this house is not even new construction, but it already rented at 2,500 on a similar square footage. Now, when you see a new build house, they usually rent for slightly higher than an older home, comparatively speaking. So the benchmark is already 2,500 on a non-new built house, similar square footage in the same area within 2 mile radius. You have to assume when this property closes escrow in a couple of months, once the house is completely built, then you just get the renter in for you. There's a high chance that you can get, 26, even maybe $2,700 monthly rent. So everything is good. So and then rent is going up steadily. The rental rates are steadily going up in this market, believe it or not. So if you look at November rent, November rent on a similar square footage, older home is already 2,500. So there's many comparables of rental projection within the area. So Rental Meter does a very good job of giving you a real-time apple-to-apple comparison of rental comps in the area. So as an investor, landlord that you are, you could be comfortable that you could be renting these homes for a while to come, and let the renter pay down your debt service, if you will. And so great situation. All right, so the next thing I'm going to share with you, the next house, also new construction, is located in LaBelle. LaBelle is a little bit further inland in Cape Coral to the east, like 30 miles to the east. So the suburban path of growth, right? So that's happening. That's what's happening in the Southwest Florida area. Everybody moving to suburbs, you find cheaper homes there, you can cash flow. So LaBelle, clearly, we have sold a number of homes to our investors in the past couple of years in LaBelle, and it's a very, very fast-growing small little city, but it's going to do very, very well. The rental market is very, very strong. So here are the numbers. Here is another builder that we're working with that have new construction homes in LaBelle. There are several of them. I don't know how many, 5 or 10 of them, and they will go pretty fast. They are due to be completed in the next few months. So once again, you pick the house, you pay your deposit. I don't know exactly how much to reserve the contract, to reserve the lot, and you get the same builder incentives similar with the other property we just mentioned. So very, very great numbers. This house, a lot of great builder incentives. I'm not going to go over any more details. I'll be repeating myself. So the offering price by the builder is $269,999, and again, similar. You can buy down the rate using the builder incentive as provided to you. At the projection is 5.75 30-year fixed rate mortgage, which is amazing. You put 25% down payment, 67 grand down payment plus a little bit of closing costs, around 70 grand or slightly higher out of pocket. And the projected rent is very realistic at already at 2,300. Okay, and a very high quality tenant making, like I said, 70 grand, 80, 90, $100,000. They are not ready to buy yet. They'll be glad to become your A-class renter. A very robust rental market in LaBelle, Florida, in the suburban path of growth of Lee County, and a little bit inland, even more inland, like 45 minutes from the coast. And then the taxes, typical, very, fairly low taxes. Insurance, again, is not a hurricane, zone, is not insurance is very, very, very reasonable, and nothing outrageous out of it. Brand new construction, around 1,400 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, very nice construction, very nice quality. You look at the debt service, plus the the monthly mortgage. At the end of the day, all your mortgage and monthly debt service are deducted from your $2,300 of projected monthly rent. You will cash flow at this is even better, $475. Wow, how cool is that? This is insane. These numbers are really, really good under the circumstances. And I'm not going to go over all the real estate housing market challenges that we have experiencing this past year. Suffice to say, you buy in a market that makes sense, and the real estate is local. So and Southwest Florida is doing very, very well under the circumstances. So you're buying something that are a cash flow, right? Very good cash flow, very good rates, very good numbers, as I stated. If you look at the numbers, almost 1% rent to value ratio, which is amazing, 7.4% capitalization rate, and what have you. So the numbers are really cool. So just the first year, you're getting a very good positive cash flow. And so overall, the numbers looks really, really nice. You have very, okay, in fact, let me go over the rent-o-meter rental projection as I do this. As you can see, there are less rental homes available because there are not that many people in LaBelle yet, but people moving to LaBelle, they need a place to rent. They're willing to pay you a lot of money to rent. So the migration pattern is very, very clear into the suburbs of LaBelle. So and further into this rent-o-meter projection, again, you look at the similar square footage, 1,400 square foot, new construction. So we are projected to rent, like I said, around 2,200 to 2,300. You look at the similar square footage. You look at the neighboring homes within 2-mile radius that were rented in the various dates. As you can see, you compare the square footage, you compare the rental comp, and we're very feel comfortable that you're getting a $2,300 rent. So all the numbers are great. A-class trophy market, fast growing. And so this are the new builder listings for this month. And I don't know beyond this month if the interest rate nationwide continue to slightly goes down, then we can see some buyer frenzy. For right now, the competition is low. You can you're not going to compete against other investors. But trust me, I know this market very well. I've been promoting Southwest Florida for many, many years, and I see a lot of good trends. So, all right, so that's all I have to say. And these property are very desirable, and we cannot be certain if you wait too long, you're not going to get these kind of deals because right now it's low competition. You have more negotiation power. The builders are they are motivated to absorb the remaining inventory that they have in the new construction in this area. So right now is a prime opportunity to lock yourself in on this rate and get a nice high quality renter in to pay your rent. Even if the houses decrease in value just a little bit, it doesn't matter because you're buying for long term. You're buying for at least 7 to 10 years, long term buy and hold. So if you collect the rent, right? You collect the rent from a good renter, and the renter going to pay down your mortgage. The renter going to pay, going to absorb all your monthly debt service. You have positive cash flow, and so it's a turnkey, easy experience for you. That's in my opinion. So that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and I'll just contact me, and Justin will give you more information on these limited opportunities of few homes available for savvy investors out there to see the true value of buying in this particular market. All right, thank you so much. To see you in you. Have a nice day. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.